Hi everybody, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small. We're going to be opening up our Alien vs. Predator The Hunt Begins Wave 2 Kickstarter Rewards box. This should also contain some models that I purchased. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out, take a look at the contents, maybe get some models put together so you can see what they'll look like.
So this is how it was shipped too. I haven't opened it beforehand, obviously. This looks like Alien Warriors. So we can get a look at them. It's been a while since I cracked open the AVP board game, which was what Wave 1 consisted of, just the board game. So this looks like it's got, there you can see the head with the ridges on it. So these look like Alien Warriors. Then we've got the power loader. And we'll bust open each one of these and take a little bit closer look at it. So this is the Queen, I'm guessing. Very nice. It includes the tokens you need for the game. A nice large base. Then we've got more Alien Warriors. You can see their heads there. Look like 4 eggs. Very cool. We could use these as objectives. They're not all the same sculpt, which is cool. Then we have a Predator Berserker. Very cool. The Predator models are excellent as well. All of the models are excellent from Prodos, but the Predators in particular, maybe because they're just a little bit bigger than the humans, the Marines, and the alien infants, pack in a lot of awesome detail. You can see that. Then we've got, looks like Colonial Marine Sentry guns, 2 of them. Then we've got Facehuggers. Very cool. I like how they've done them on the base. I don't think that's how they advertised them originally in the Kickstarter, but that's really awesome. And then, oh, maybe this is the Queen. This is, oh, Royal Guard. Royal Guard. So there you go. This isn't all, so I guess there's going to be a Wave 3. I know I ordered some additional multi-pose Colonial Marines. Can't think of what else I might be missing in this order. But there you have it. That is the unboxing of my Wave 2. And I forget what is what came with the freebies and what I purchased. I want to say the stretch goals, one of the stretch goals was the Berserker. One of the stretch goals was Alien Warriors. I think one of the stretch goals was Predators, or the Predator, the Berserker Predator. The eggs, I believe, were stretch goals. That seems like a stretch goal thing. Probably the same with the Facehuggers, those were a stretch goal. And I think the Sentry guns were stretch goal. And then I think I purchased, as part of the Kickstarter, I purchased the Queen, the another pack of Warriors, which give me 10 Warriors, and the power loader. So to give the Marines a little bit something heavy to fight with. So as it stands right now, now I've got a lot of aliens. Aliens are really buffed out, but I still only have my 5 Colonial Marines from the box set and my 3 Predators. So the Colonial Marines are going to need some reinforcements. So there you have it, guys. That is the unboxing. I'm going to go ahead and open these up, take a little bit closer look at the sculpts, maybe put a couple of these together and show you. And then we'll look at the cards, look at stats, and see what we can make of this new release. On to the models themselves. Alright, now that we've done the unboxing, we're going to take a look at the individual units that came, that arrived today. So first up, we're going to look at the alien eggs. These are intended to be objectives for the mission. There are two identical eggs. With very nice detailing. And then there are two unique sculpts. One of them has a facehugger sitting on top of it, and one is a partially opening egg. So there are no rules for these. These are meant to be objectives, diorama pieces, whatever you want to use for them. These ones did come as part of the Kickstarter, one of the stretch goals. I don't know if you can buy them or not. So if anyone does know, then go ahead and post that down in the comments. So there's no card that comes with these guys. So that is the eggs, alien eggs. All right, next up we have the facehuggers. Now you get 6 of these, and these are also another stretch goal, I believed. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit on these guys. There are 2 duplicates. I think these 2 are duplicates. The other ones look unique. Some of them have 2, some of them have 1. They kind of work like Ripper Swarms in 40K Tyranids. I know that's a shock, but same concept. Now, these guys are cool. However, I do have an issue with the scaling on these. So, there you have a facehugger. Now, let me show you a Marine compared to these facehuggers. There's a Marine. And there is the facehugger. So these facehuggers are obviously not to scale. I mean, that's a torso hugger. Where everything else does seem to be in scale, so that's a little odd that these are not in scale. But otherwise, they are pretty cool. Again, I've got 6 of them, and they do come with a card. With cool artwork. They have their special abilities there: face hug, improved dodge, tiny acid blood. Oops. And one of the things I wish they would do maybe in a second edition would be this wall of text is very hard to read. It's hard to even get it to come out on the camera. I mean, it's not a very big card, but they put a big wall of text on that card for this unit. And that's pretty much true for most of the units. So there you go. That is the facehuggers. Next up we have the Alien Warriors. So these come in packs of 5. This particular batch was part of the stretch goals, I believe. So I got 5 as a stretch goal. I purchased an extra 5. I just haven't assembled them yet. These are Alien Warriors, so they're pretty much based on the aliens you saw in the movie Aliens, as opposed to Alien, the first movie where they had the smooth head, and are pretty much represented by the infant aliens, which you find in the boxed game. These guys. So that's an infant alien, and these are warrior aliens. I really like these sculpts. These are pretty awesome. Not only do they have dynamic poses, you know, this is a pretty neat pose, but there's a lot of great detail in there. I don't know if you can see the ribbing on the head, all the muscles, detail on the tail. Really cool. And they've got lots of variety here, so I think my second pack I'm going to try to make some scenic bases. You've got a couple of these guys are, crawling on the ground. Maybe you could recreate aliens and have one upside down crawling along the ceiling, however you want. These guys in game are better than the infants, obviously, and I know a lot of people say that are saying that in the board game, in the AVP boxed game, the aliens are really behind the eight ball. They struggle to perform, and alien warriors are a good addition or replacement to help the alien player kind of on an even ground, because the predators are just so powerful. All right, so here is their card. You can see their special abilities: acid spit, acid blood, and their stats along the side. And then the obligatory wall of text for acid spit and acid blood. Very nice that they have the rules on there, but again, this font and the coloring is really hard to read. But overall, pretty nice. So the Alien Warriors, I like these a lot. I'm glad I bought an extra 5, so I have 10 of them. And you really can't go wrong with these guys, so they're pretty awesome. Next up, we have the Royal Guard. So this guy is pretty cool looking. Let's see if we can get him in focus here. He is big. And if you can't tell, I think this is on a 40 mil. And he is huge. So here is the Royal Guard and a warrior. So the Royal Guard is ginormous. I'm not sure where this guy showed up first. I'm thinking he showed up in a video game first, but I'm not sure. But he is pretty awesome. You can see some of that detail on the head. Scary mouth. Brr. And this one, I believe, was a stretch goal as well. I picked this up as a stretch goal. Card-wise, Royal Guard. Picture's kind of silly. Looks like he has a vest on. He has Royal Pheromones and Acid Blood. I don't know what Royal Pheromones do. Let's find out. That sounds interesting. All friendly alien models within range of 2 tiles from a model with the Royal Pheromone special skill receive a +2 modifier to their close combat value. This effect is not cumulative. So, nice. Not only is he pretty beefy warrior himself, but he can buff guys around him. I do like that they put the size base on the bottom. He's a 40 mil size. So, Royal Guard. Awesome. Alright, next up is the Queen. So this one, it wasn't a stretch goal. I just bought this as a addition to my Kickstarter. I forget what I paid for it now. Retail, I think she is $50, which is a lot for a miniature, but the quality is really nice. I gotta point out, all of these models that you guys have seen, I have not done hardly any cleanup at all. They were that nice. And you can kind of see that I didn't do any cleanup. There's some stuff there in the tail that needs to be cleaned up still. Some stuff there. But really, as far as resin models go, not much. The seams are also pretty good, where the head came in. It's not lined up perfectly, but that's my fault, not the model's fault. But even then, that's pretty good. So just a fantastic model and an iconic model. Aliens is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm sure for a lot of fans out there, they feel the same way. You can't have a game without the Queen. So there she is in all her glory. As far as size-wise, the Royal Guard is kind of small compared to her. I guess she's on a 50 mil, 60 mil base. and a warrior. So she's pretty awesome. The card for the queen. Her special rules. Oh yeah, she's on a 50 mil base. Royal Pheromones, Unstoppable, Resilient, and Acid Blood. I'm not sure what Unstoppable does. Let's find out. Models with the Unstoppable special rule always pass forced door open tests. Alright, so they just crash through doors. And Resilient. Models with the Resilient special rule may never receive more than 1 wound per failed armor or contest. So, almost like it will not die in Eternal Warrior in 40k. So there you go. She's got really nasty queen claws, acid blood, and a pretty hefty stat line. And there you have it. That is the queen. Alright, next up we have our one and only additional Predator model with the second wave of Kickstarter. So this was a stretch goal. This is a Berserker, Predator Berserker. So he's kind of growling, looking up and growling. He actually makes a good pose to face off to these big guys. So he's pretty cool. Now, what's interesting with this guy is, I don't know, you can see some of the shine. He's also almost like a different material than most of the other models. He's got a bluish tint, which I don't know picks up, but let me show you a, this is a Predator from the boxed set, which hasn't been painted. And you can kind of see the difference there between the two. Let's see if I get those in focus. I'm not sure if this is a different material. He does look not quite as detailed as the other Predators, but it might just be that that's his model. He's just doesn't have a lot of bits and bobs on him like the other guys. But that's pretty. Only a face only a mother can love. But you can see the dynamic pose. I mean, it's an awesome pose, awesome sculpt. Really cool model. I'm not that big a fan of Predators, so I haven't bought or ordered any extras. So I have my 3 in my box set and this guy now. I may add some more eventually, but I like the Marines and the aliens better. So, but there you go. That is the Predator Berserker. Very cool. Alright, next up we have another stretch goal. These are Sentry guns for the Marines. So these are cool. Now, any Aliens fan will tell you one of the coolest scenes in Aliens was cut out of the theatrical version and only included in the special edition, and that's where they used sentry guns in the tunnels to keep the aliens at bay. And now you can actually have those set up. The models are pretty cool. I mean, they're small, which is what they are. They've got a lot of detail. The base was very, very flimsy. This is very, very thin resin and very rubbery, very flexible, which is good because otherwise it would have broken. So you just had to be careful to glue it in place to kind of straighten everything out so that it fit. But overall they are pretty cool. And they come with their own card, sentry gun, 4 attacks, auto sentry, gun emplacement. They always have a sentry token. Very cool. So just a little variety, a little backup for your Colonial Marines, especially against the Predators who are so powerful. You can need extra firepower, and these guys should be able to provide it. Alright, last but not least, we've got the Marine Power Loader. So This guy is pretty cool. We do get a Marine in the power loader instead of Sigourney Weaver as Ripley, but that's alright. He's pretty boss. I think he's about to whack someone with the power loader claw. Now, I didn't assemble the whole thing. I got them together, but because I want to paint them, I didn't attach the faceplate or the pistons on his back yet. So I'll probably paint him and then attach that, but he looks pretty cool. Unless you see the little guy in there, he looks pretty serious. And of course, he comes with a card. United States Colonial Marines power loader. He just has a flamethrower and a hydraulic grappler. Burning Inferno is his special rule. That sounds tasty. So basically he lights up a tile with his flamethrower. So no long-range guns on this guy. He is just a kind of a regular old power loader with a flamethrower. Where is the flamethrower? Oh, there's the flamethrower right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to stop jiggling it. That looks like the flamethrower right here. Very cool. So, that is the power loader. Alright, so there you have it. That's the unboxing and taking a look at Wave 2 of Alien vs. Predator. The Hunt Begins from Prodos Games. It's been a long time in coming, but I'm really happy to actually get these guys and get them together and put some paint on them, and then play some more games and see if these extra units can balance out some of the issues I had with the original board game as is. Almost all of the models are pure win. The Alien Queen is really a standout. That Royal Guard is awesome. The Alien Warriors are fantastic. If I had to pick a worse one, I would probably say the Facehuggers. And nothing wrong per se with the sculpt, just so ridiculously out of scale with everything else. It's kind of sad. So there you have it. That is Alien vs. Predator, Wave 2. If you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know down in the comments what you think about Alien vs. Predator, these models, the game as a whole, and what your experience is. Love to hear. Thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.